Welcome back to Chat Chit. This is the off-season review for the Richmond Tigers. Richmond had a disappointing year to summarise in 2023. It's an interesting situation where they sort of still have this premiership identity, winning 3 and 4 years from 2017 to 2020. But the pieces that really made that happen are starting to either age or retire. Damien Hardwick's no longer there. Trent Cotchin's just retired. Dustin Martin getting older. Jack Riewoldt getting older. What do you have to say about their current situation?
Well, look, you took my argument right out of my mouth. You know, I love from the guys that have actually listened to podcasts, and I know there's not many of you, but from the guys that have, you'll know I love saying a team is aging, and this team is aging. I tell you, wow. Now they're a team that's really, really trying hard to avoid a rebuild. In my eyes,
and I really love that. By the way, I think we both do. We both love teams because we're Swans fans.
The Swans fans. The three teams of the competition: Geelong, Richmond, the Swans. I believe. I don't think there's any that really do their best to avoid a rebuild. Mm-hmm. Richmond, I feel like they believe their premiership window was longer than it actually was. Now they went hard. They got their picks that they wanted. Like they got Taranto, they got Hopper last year. They traded away all their future first rounders. Now that's really going to hurt them because they're sitting here with first pick being pick 29 and then 41. So they're not going to get too much in the draft. They weren't very active in the trade period because what did they do? They gave away all the draft picks last year for Taranto and Hopper, who, didn't have the greatest impact. I know Taranto was their leading vote getter, but probably, and Hopper did get injured, but probably not the outcome they were expecting. And also now that they've seen that the entire team has sort of fallen off, and they were looking to extend their premiership window, I'm not really sure where they're going to go from here. I mean, new coach, that's important. I don't really know how to pronounce his last name, but Adam Yzee, Y-Z-E.
I'm not even going to try.
I feel like I've just embarrassed myself there. But they lost Ivan Seldo. I think it gives a chance for your man Samson Ryan to play.
I love Samson Ryan.
I know you're a big super coach. He was huge for you. Big Samson Ryan for a few weeks there. Gained the valley. Then see you later.
I picked him up at the right time.
But yeah, then they also got Jacob Kazitsky from Hawthorn, which I guess he's just gonna sort of play a role. He'll probably kick a goal every now and again.
I don't know. I don't know if he starts when Tom Lynch is healthy, but
yeah, I know. Like they've got some great players. I'm a big Rioli fan. Dustin Martin, he is getting a bit older, but he still plays a massive role in that team. Big fan of Noah Bolter as well. Taranto is obviously going to get it. He's going to get his touches. Hopper's going to be good. Shai Bolton's going to be enormous. Mm-hmm. Lynch, we're massive fans of as well. But honestly, a team that I have finishing in 15th, and I wouldn't be surprised if they swap up with Essendon and finish in 16th. But honestly, not really sure what Richmond are planning on doing this year. If they're gonna, obviously they're gonna try, but I don't really know if they've got what it takes to even make a play for the top 10. To be honest, I want to know what you think.
Yeah, well, we know that when Tom Lynch is fit, and he wasn't for all of 2023, they have one of the most talented, explosive forward lines in the comp. Shai Bolton, one of maybe the most explosive small forward.
No.
Apart from Toby Green.
Yes.
And Tom Papley.
That's my man.
And Tom Lynch is massive. And then when you add to that Jack Riewoldt, Dustin Martin playing some forward time, they have a pretty crazy forward line that 2 years ago, even though they performed badly, they kicked like the third most points in the league or something. And so if they can perform a bit better defensively, they could be a solid team. But I think their midfield's weak, to summarize it. Long story short, and I don't know if their forward line will be as good as it was a couple of years ago, even with Tom Lynch back. Might take some time for him to get back to his best form. And Jack Riewoldt's a couple of years older, Dustin Martin's a couple of years older. So I think it's hard to see them in any stage but a stage of falling off from where they were.
Regressing back, like they're moving backwards now.
It seems like that.
I'm praise for Richmond. I mean, they won 3 back-to-back premierships. Their coach left them at the start of last season. Start of 2023. They're like we said, they're trying to avoid a rebuild, but they're almost being forced into having to do it. Look, there's really not much else to say about Richmond, but
I have them in 15th this year. I just think as well, just in terms of the things we've said, I have them in 15th, but I really can't see them making the top 8. And I'd say along with North and West Coast, they're probably the only other team, maybe Hawthorn, just in how young they are, that I can't see making the top 8. I don't think they have the pieces for it across the field.
Well, we'll catch you in the next one, and see ya.